The TU1 update has arrived, filled with new event quests as well as arena updates, canteen rewards, and things you just need to do right now. Let's get into it. First up, the current event quest. This is going to be Anguish and Atrocity, and one of the main things you're going to get here is going to be a fair amount of actual hunter rank. So if you're trying to level up your hunter rank, that's okay. There's going to be some better methods for that, but the other thing you can get here is going to be, because this is a Guardian, Nourishing extract combined with some of the other current event quests and things that are open in the Gathering Hub to craft some of the best consumable items that we have access to in Monster Hunter Wild. And I know if you're a veteran player, this might not seem crazy for you here, but one of the coolest things that you can do right now with this event quest is go to your SOS Flare quests and then do this setup here: quest difficulty of high rank, set the quest type to event quests, and go down to the SOS Flare search. This is going to give you a bunch of different Anguish and Atrocity SOS Flares. You can go ahead and select some of these. Some of them are going to be around 4-minute completion time, 5-minute completion time, but it's not going to be you doing the quest for 4 to 5 minutes. You're going to get into some of them that have 2 or 3 people already in them. You'll be in the quest for about maybe 2 minutes, and it's going to be a great way for you to get your hands on some of this Nourishing extract while also simultaneously leveling that hunter rank. But what are we using this Nourishing extract for? Well, we're all here to hunt, and some of the best buffs we have in Monster Hunter Wilds comes from the Mega Demon Drug as well as Mega Armor Skin. This is going to take a low-level armor skin in combination with a Nourishing extract and give you a slightly better version of that buff with the Mega Armor Skin or the Mega Demon Drug. So if you're looking for some slightly better clear times on the event quests or some of the harder monsters that we have access to in Monster Hunter Wilds currently, then this is something that you're going to definitely want to get your hands on. And to get the base version of the Armor Skin or the Demon Drug, we're going to find some Might Seeds or Armor Seeds. The best way to gain access to this material is to use the material retrieval system while you're out hunting with someone like Nada and select either Adamant Seed or Might Seed. You'll be able to get some of this material while you're out and about, being able to craft like 20 to 30 of the Demon Drug or the Armor Skin in this manner. And new to the Gathering Hub in the TU1 update, you can have some meals here in the canteen, but you'll be able to notice very quickly that these meals are very special meals. Not only do they give you better attack buffs than the meals that you can cook on your own, they are equivalent to the special meals that you'll get from characters like Maki and from saving the different towns every once in a while. You'll also be able to get some very powerful food skills from these meals. These are going to give you not just better stats, but these food skills will also give you a easier access to different buffs in farming buffs in Monster Hunter Wilds. As you can see here, the first one, Springy Kunafa Cuisine, gives you the lucky meal effect, and this is going to increase the reward items at the end of any given quest. This one down here, the Fresh Silled Cuisine, well, this one's going to give you the Capture Pro, which increases the rewards you get when you capture a monster. So if you're someone out there who likes to shave off a minute or so quest time, taking the last 25% HP of the monster out of the fight simply by capturing them, this meal is going to be good for you. The Hadazu's Cuisine here is going to give you the Carver meal buff, which allows you to carve an additional 1 or 2 times from any given monster part. This includes breakable parts and cuttable parts like tails. So if you cut a tail off of a monster, this can proc there, and then it also can proc again, once again, on the body as well. This is the specific buff that I used to farm up Zoshia, and it gave me quite a few extra buffs in carves due to the Carver meal buff. The last one's going to be the Colorful Kusuja Cuisine, and this one gives you the Exploiter meal buff, increasing the rewards you receive for fully exploiting a wound. This will be those things you see on the sidebar during the middle of the quest when you fully break apart. This is where this will proc for you there. So if you're looking to buff up those kind of rewards, the Exploiter meal is good for you there as well. Each of these 4 different meals also comes with a very nice insurance policy buff, which is going to be the Insurance Meal buff, which prevents your group from being penalized for the first time a member faints, allowing you to get 1 extra feint before the quest fails if someone has this buff in your party. Lastly, but not least, is that the third buff is also a very powerful buff as well, ranging from defensive to offensive utility. Kunafa Cuisine has Defender Meal High, which is going to be kind of like the Divine Blessing buff that you can gain access to from different armor sets and skills, often decreasing the damage you take. If this procs on a very hard-hitting skill that the monster hits you with, you're going to be very glad that you have this buff there. So if you're looking for a very consistent defensive buff, this is the one that you're going to want to use. The Hadazu's Cuisine gives you the Tumbler Meal, which is going to give you increased invulnerability period while dodging, very useful for something like bow or dual blades. The Steel Cuisine has Moxie Meal, which prevents you from fainting one time and heals you when damage taken exceeds your remaining health. So if you're worried about getting one shot by something like, I don't know, Tempered Mitsune there, this will be a very nice buff, especially if you plan on capturing that monster. Give you Insurance, Moxie High, as well as Capture Pro. And then finally, the DPS choice is going to be this one, the Suja Cuisine with Caprice High, which can rapidly and repeatedly activate a large temporary attack buff at random intervals, decreasing the amount of time you're going to be spending on your quest. And do note that each of these meals you can't just craft for free. There are going to be using different meal vouchers, whether you're going to be using a pick a meal voucher, which you can redeem for a meal of your choice, or a meal voucher related to that specific meal. You might be asking, how do we get those? Don't worry, we're gonna come back to that in a second. Because first we need to talk about crafting. Yes, the Nightflower farm was nerfed quite a while ago, and also in the TU1 update, the Melding pot, well, the gold tickets and different item exchanges, the ratio of gold tickets to what you can craft in the Melding pot was changed as well, which means that it's very important for us to not just gain access to gold tickets, but silver tickets, as well as the brand new ticket called the Steel Melding ticket. As you can see, the gold Melding ticket's 1,500 points, silver is going to be 450, and steel is going to be 90 points of value, basically allowing one Steel Melding ticket to be the equivalent of one Ancient Orb of the Armor Decoration slot. Because these are so important, that means that we definitely need to be checking out the different daily rewards from the limited bounties from each week. So make sure you're doing these to gain access to a couple silver Melding tickets or silver relic tickets, depending on what it is that you need to do, whether it's Leviathan monsters or hunting things in the forest. It's very important that you at least get a couple of these done because, well, silver tickets are just going to be quite a bit more valuable than they were before. And you might be wondering, how do you gain access to the Steel Melding tickets? Where do those come from? Well, remember how I said we'd return to telling you how to get access to these meal vouchers? That's where we are right now. Head on over to the Arena Quest counter and check it out. We have a couple of different Arena quests right now, which is going to be a Rathian or Chedacabra quest. And if you go over to the rewards here, you'll notice a couple of different things. Yes, the main reward we're looking at here is a pick a meal voucher from either the Rathian or the Chedacabra. But we're going to come full circle here and go down to the challenge quest, Arena quest. And this is going to be against Doshigama of the Hollow. And this one is going to give you a mix of everything we just talked about here. It can give you demon drugs to combine with the event quest, Nourishing extract to make mega demon drugs. It also can give you some max potions, as well as some Eastern honey so you can craft while you're out on the field. But it also will give you a pick a meal voucher periodically, and you can get some Steel Melding tickets from this challenge Arena quest right now. So if you have a couple of friends or some lobby friend mates or some different guild mates out there in your hangout group, definitely do some of the Doshigama of the Hollow Arena quest, and you'll also be able to get some pinnacle coins that was added in the TU1 update as well. And what is that arena armor? Well, it doesn't look like it's the craziest thing gear-wise in the game, but it does have a very unique look, whether it's going to be the Guild Cross armor, as you can see here, or the different setups for the clerk set, whether you want the female clerk set or the male clerk set, both are available for you to craft with the various arena coins. And then last, we also have the Gormon's earring, which takes Chata as well as pinnacle coins, or the Earrings of Dedication, which takes Rathian coins as well as pinnacle coins on top of that, which can give you the wide range buff or the speed eating and free meal buff. Another change in the TU1 update is that certain rarity armors can now be upgraded even further than before. This doesn't really affect high-end rarity 8 stuff like Arkfeld or Zoshia, but it does affect rarity 7 as well as rarity 6. As you can see, this rarity 6 G Rathalos Van Braces can be upgraded all the way to level 14 now, where something like a rarity 7 Udra piece can go up to level 9 for your armor upgrade. So once you farm up all of those monsters using the SOS system, come back to the oil well basin, talk to Rokil here in the smelting foundry, and select smelt some Armorspheres, and you'll be able to go down here and smelt either hard or heavy Armorspheres and utilize all of the different monster parts that you just farmed up to craft some heavy Armorspheres so you can level up the different armors that you did just craft. And do keep in mind, this is very expensive. As you can see, Beast and Bird Wyvern gems, while being 300 points each, if I used all 23 of them, only give me like 1.3 heavy Armorspheres, meaning that some of the best things that you can farm up are going to be some of those 8-star investigations, so you can utilize the orbs and gems from Arkfeld, Zoshia, Mitsune to gain access to much larger point redemptions through this system here. With new armor comes the question, what else should I farm now that I know everything I can farm in TU1 to gain access to some of the best buffs in Monster Hunter Wild? Well, the best farm that I like to do still in this game is going to be using the SOS Flare quest system. Go to the SOS Flare, target anything that you want, but also set it to 8-star and make sure that it's on any quest type. You'll be able to do SOS Flare search, and this can give you one of two different sort of investigations mainly, which is going to be Tempered Arcvale investigations or Zoshia investigations. And this is also where Tempered Mitsune will show up as well. And as you're looking through these rewards, make sure you do look at the bonus rewards. For example, the double quests give you a ton of different relic pieces, and periodically you'll be able to find in the bonus rewards setup guaranteed gems, which can give you a nice amount of currency towards forging different armor spheres so you can upgrade your armor over in the oil well basin. And then keep in mind, later tonight, as of the recording of this video, we will be getting 2 more event quests. The first one's going to be giving us Ardian part pieces so you can craft Ardian weapons, which reminds me, if you want to know the rigged method to crafting the perfect Ardian weapon of your choice, go ahead and check out the video I have. I already doubled and triple checked this. It still works still today. Make sure you hit this video with a like, drop a comment down below what you're going to be farming up in TU1, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.